G'day, this is Simon at Southeast Here Cars and Coffee. You know, when I do Car of the Week, I try to be impartial and I try to look for cars that everybody would like. Well, this morning, this car rolled in and, well, I must admit, it's a little bit of a self-gratification, shall we say. This is my type of car to a T. What is it, Adam?
1969 Camaro.
Yeah. Understatement of the year, check this thing out. See what I mean about understatement? Look at that hanging out through the hood. This is a super tough car and you did all of this yourself. This is not something you bought. Let's talk about the inspiration behind the car, Adam. What made you take a Camaro and turn it into this?
My son wanted a Hot Wheels car, so I just kind of envisioned this, you know, as an old school pro street car.
Yep. And it sort of turned out quite well as the understatement. This thing sounds absolutely incredible. And when you first pulled in, I said, oh, is it an 871 blower, which is a fairly decent sized blower? No, it's not an 871. It is a
1471.
That's a 1471 blower, which is as big as it gets. Of course, the bug catcher up there, couple of dominators on the top as well. And the other thing I noticed when you pulled in is you hit a little button and you purged from the back corner of the hood nitrous oxide. And how big is that shot of nitrous oxide?
400.
A 400 shot. So it's how many cubic inch?
598.
It's a 598 dart block running a 1471 blower, a couple of dominators and a 400 shot. And that means it puts down how much horsepower?
That is 2,000 without nitrous.
Yeah, about 2,000 without nitrous. So you can pretty safely say another 400 at least,
right,
with the nitrous on there as well. So you look at the car in Australia, this is what we'd call a pro street car. Blower hanging out through the hood, skinnies on the front, big tyre on the back. And it is a big tyre. What size are those tyres on the back?
33 by 18 and a half.
Yeah, so when you're watching somebody like Street Outlaws at the moment, you may have noticed they're doing their cash days, super cash days, and they can only run a 28 by, I think, 10 and a half, something like that. So this gives you an idea of how much more massive these tyres are than a lot of other cars. Now, when we talked about it, I said, you know, do you track the car? And the answer was no, you didn't build it to track.
No.
You want to build it to bring to car shows and to...
Yeah.
I totally get that. A lot of people look at a car like this and go, oh, it's a waste not tracking it. When I started modifying my Camaro, and let's face it, I'm half the horsepower you're at, I'm at about 1,020. It got to the point where my goal, ultimately, when I was building it, was I'll eventually drag race this. And I got to the stage where I put so much into it, and it was looking so beautiful, I thought, I don't want to damage it. I don't want to break it. I don't want to keep working on it. I just want to drive it and enjoy it. Yeah. It sounds like that's what you're doing with this car as well. So you got this amount of power. What sort of chassis are you using to hold it all together?
It's a full chrome moly tube chassis. It's got the front clip from Smith Racecraft.
So once again, this is a full-blown drag car. This is designed to be able to handle the power. Yeah. It's not just somebody taking a 69 Camaro, throwing a big block and a blower in a standard car, because it wouldn't handle it. Oh, this is so cool. So roll cage, big block with the supercharger, the 1471 and the dominators. What sort of transmission are you running to be able to take the power?
Turbo 400 reverse manual valve body, air shifter. It's got a cone, torque converter, billet.
So, I mean, this is the sort of stuff, once again, you watch shows like Street Outlaws, that's what they're running to handle the sort of power they're building. And then, of course, at the rear end, something like this is going to need a 4-link. What sort of diff are you running in the back of it?
It's a, a Curry Ford 9-inch.
Yeah, so it's all the good stuff all the way through on that 4-link. For me, I'm a muscle car fan. 69 Camaro, or all of the Gen 1 Camaros to me are my favourite body shape of car. I just absolutely love them. Then when you do this to it, to me that absolutely makes it perfect. When you rolled in, it was just like, for me, I was in heaven. Some people get excited about hypercars and supercars. This is the thing that excites me, because you just don't see cars like this anymore. People are almost afraid to build something like this. Mate, it is absolutely incredible. I love this on every angle. This is super cool. Normally we'd ask people to lift the hood, but as you can see, there are actually hood pins on this. It would take quite a bit of time to lift the hood pins, and then we couldn't get the hood off without removing the bug catcher anyway, could you? Unless you could tip it.
I'll turn it sideways and just take it off.
That's clever that you've thought that out. That's really, really clever. Well, mate, as our Car of the Week winner, you get this Meguiar's complete kit, which includes the a hot shine foam, the quick interior detailer, the perfect clarity glass cleaner, ultimate wash and wax, the hybrid ceramic detailer, and the microfiber. Keep this amazing blow-in 1969 Camaro in the incredible condition that it's in. I just love this car. Thank you so much for bringing it out and sharing it with us.